It's a long way down. It's a long way.
So today I'm making the review on the Technics model SA600. This is by Technics. You have 70 watts per channel. There's other models of the SA, for example, the SA. This is the 600. Is another one, the 700, that is much bigger than this one, and you have 100 watts per channel. But you have the bigger model that is SA1000, that the power of this thing is unbelievable. Is rated for 330 watts per channel in 8 ohms, the SA1000. Okay, so this is my experience with the
Really?
SA600.
That's good.
Has it been open drive-through?
You see the
There's
tuner.
an open drive-through.
I'm not using any antenna or anything like that. This is the way the receiver is, and the tuner is it just sounds great. Very good sound. The bass and everything very nice. And we have a wooden case, beautiful wooden case over here, no sharp corners, like here for the realistic, have sharp corners, here very smooth, and this is a real metal. Let me find a different station in this radio. And you can control these lights. You see now, no lights, no diesel lights. And here's what we have over here. Inputs, this is for the tuner. Look how smooth and quiet it is. You cannot hear anything. Very smooth and quiet. Very quiet. And this is the view. You have to view over here, and you have the inputs. If I switch the inputs, you get in lights. Oh, by the way, the phono stage here is just excellent. I got such a nice sound from the phono stage, from this receiver. This is the auxiliary. Nice lights, very cute. And here you can control main speakers. The other one, they call it remote. I don't know, but this is a second pair of speakers that you can connect and select between the two. This is the bass right here. You have the bass. This is the highs. Here you have boost and cut, highs and bass, balance, loudness, and we have this one right here. What is this? Oh, this is to mute the FM. But you see, everything is pretty much basic. It's powerful, have clean sound. I like the sound.
That means our branches will remain open as long as possible. The safety of our
See,
members,
this is on
employees,
tuner.
and community is our first priority.
And the bass is very deep, and the loudness is off. Very deep bass.
Class member service.
Well, I can tell you the sound is never muddy. The sound is never muddy. All the time I get clear details from the mid-range. Very clear details in the mid-range area. And it's pretty. I think it's very pretty.
You call the Texas Hammers.
It's not too big. I don't think it's too big.
Fighting with the tricky insurance company is like pouring salt.
But you see, I didn't get it in mint condition this time. I got it in a good price. I got it in a nice price, but not in a mint condition. Usually the guy in Pasadena give me stuff mint, but he gave me a good price on this one. And he said to me in the beginning, the condition is not mint. Well, but I got it in very nice price, and you see a little bit dirty over here. We can clean it, but I'm not going to spend too much time on that.
Talking, texting, collaborating, and video calls easy. And it's all on one platform.
So I like the bass and I like the mid-range, and the highs are never too much.
Free to educators.
Let me change this lady here now. Stop talking to this woman. You see, increasing the highs. Oh, you have this one over here. What is this? Display. What is this? Range. Oh, this is the range of the display. You see, I increase the highs.
Give me a half an hour for shaving.
So you know what it sounds. I'm not gonna go too far. I'm not gonna say it sounds like the high sounds like tubes, but it sounds super smooth, super smooth. Really nice sound. And this is the balance. This fin is the mute in the FM. Sometimes it almost blow away my speakers. The receiver, I put the tuner on. I didn't listen to anything, so I moved this fin, and it's push my speakers very strong. The speakers almost crying in the same second. And this is the balance right here. And this is on off. This is off. You see the dirty here. And that's the way it looks in the back. If you want to put these speaker cables, let me move this thing for a second. I can show you from here. This is better. The speakers, you cannot use too big of a cables over here on the speakers, because you see you have this fin, you make it straight, then you push the speaker cable inside. So you see there's not too much space. You cannot stuck very big cable over there. You're maybe gonna break it, so you don't want to do that. Yeah, and now is like it, like this. You see, this is give you the directions. You put the cable inside and turn it to the right. And the fuse right here, it says 5 amp. The fuse are 5 amp. And this is the inputs in the back. Very basic. It's pretty much standard, but you see you have tape 1 and tape 2. So you can connect 2 equalizers if you want. I guess I never tried 2 equalizer on this one, but and the tuner is pretty good, and I got very nice clear sound, without connect any antenna or anything over here. So the tuner respond very well in this room, in my living room. Yeah, so you don't really have to use antenna, but you see the condition is not the best. The cosmetic condition is, but it's still beautiful, and I'm gonna sell it probably in a few months or so. Okay, this is, let's see the loudness. You see the loudness?
It's Fiesta Friday here on the Morning Bowl. We promised giving shout outs. Just text
how much bass I getting from the loudness.
Send it to 713-881-5500 and we'll get it on
This
for
is
you
nice.
this morning.
What are you looking forward to this weekend? Samantha said, pay it forward Friday. She decided to buy the man behind her in line at Starbucks.
Very
some
nice
his
sound.
coffee.
Well, this is pretty much my impression for this receiver, Technics SA600. It looks beautiful, but this one specifically is not the most beautiful because cosmetics, nobody take care of it very nicely the way it deserves. But the sound is really nice, very clean. The highs, the mid-range, the bass, I like everything about it. It doesn't have you have a clarity, very clean sound, very clear. The sound of the realistic, for example, over there is a little bit more muddy, the mid-range area, but the realistic, the sound is more muddy in the mid-range, but from the other hand is more warm. But it's a matter of taste, which one you like or how do you like the sound, and it also depends on the speakers, of course. But both definitely sound different from each other, and from both you're gonna get different experience. I like both. If you can, get both. That's the best options.